This could be the best shaped board that Antihero makes, but why is no one talking about it? This is the Antihero Huffer deck, and this shape and the dimensions make this one of the best shaped boards that I've ever skated. It's a 9.18 inch wide football shape that is 32.63 inches long and has a wheelbase of 14.75 inches, which is great for someone as tall as me, but isn't as long or heavy as what you guys might think that only skate 14.5 inch wheelbases and below. It has a pointy tapered nose and a less tapered, more popsicle-like tail. So because of the shape and the dimensions, this board is slim enough to be comfortable doing flip tricks on, but also wide enough to feel super comfortable when you're grinding or in transition. Apparently, Assured Wear learned how to skate transition on this shape too. So that's just saying something for how good this shape is. I tried so hard to find some footage of him skating this shape, and I think I found these two clips, but I'm not exactly sure because I haven't seen this red graphic on any of the Huffer shapes before, so that all could just be a complete myth. But I've already skated this board a few times before, obviously, and I was able to do everything super comfortably, from flip tricks to transition, rails, manuals, hubbers. This board felt perfect for everything and really is one of the best all-round shapes that I've ever skated. You can do everything on this board. So let's set this bad boy up and head to the skate park so I can get used to this shape again and find out if this really is the best shaped board that Antihero makes. But for the first few sessions I had on this board, I'm already pretty confident that it is. Okay, straight away this board was comfortable. I got used to it instantly. It didn't feel like I had to wear it in or anything, but I have ridden it before, so it doesn't have that new board stiffness. But the length and the shape felt really nice straight away too. It's got the pointy nose like a normal kind of egg board, but then it's a more rounded tail. So this is a 9.1, but it feels wider than the Jacuzzi 9.1s that I've been riding lately. So it feels really good so far, but I did have a lot of trouble just trying to kickflip then. I usually line my front foot up under the bolts here for a kickflip, but because the wheelbase is longer on this and the length, instead of having my foot towards the top here, I almost had to have the tip of my toe on this line. And the kickflips I did were horrible either way. My kickflips suck on a good day, so I'm gonna get into more flip tricks later on this board, and hopefully it was just me getting used to the foot placement. But everything else feels amazing, so let's start stepping it up, doing a few more harder tricks. But there's two tricks I really want to do here today. So I'm gonna step it up, do a few more harder things, skate everything, tranny, manuals, grind, slides, flip tricks. Then hopefully we can knock out those two tricks that I want to do today. So as I was getting into the flip tricks, I was still having so much trouble with the kickflips. Like I said, I struggle with kickflips on a good day, but I just couldn't figure out where to put my front foot on this board. I ended up doing one decent kickflip that I was kind of happy with, but then I just tried to turn it around and see if I could pop off of the nose. Since I've been riding nothing but egg boards, I'm really used to the tapered kicks, so this more of a full tail on this board definitely felt different. So I thought if I popped off the nose, being the more tapered egg side, I thought it might feel a little bit more normal, but it definitely didn't. session. So I decided to do all of the kick flips, heel flips, and tray flips so I could get used to popping off both the tail and the nose. And all the flip tricks actually felt really good, besides the kick flips. So the kick flips just must have been me. Now with the board having a 14.75 inch wheelbase, I didn't know if the tray flips would whip and scoop as easy as I'm used to, but I did the tray flip first try, and all of the rest of the tray flips felt pretty good too. Even with the more full tail and the longer wheelbase, I was still able to scoop and whip these tricks. As you can see, it was sprinkling as I was trying some of the tricks, and then I had to wait for the ground to dry, and then by the time I landed my switch tray, it just ended up raining even harder, so I had to cut this session short, and I didn't feel like I got a full session to do this board justice. So let's get into the second session I had on this board at the car park, because it was also raining the next day. So next session, this board felt just as good, if anything better. On the ledge, I wanted to practice a lot of nollie grinds to get used to the pointier nose on the Huffer board, and after a while, it felt just as comfortable as all the egg boards that I've been skating. It seems like the nose on this Huffer is more pointy than I'm used to, but I'm not sure if that's because it's actually more pointy than the egg boards I ride, or if because the tail is more full and rounded, so it makes it look like the nose is pointier. After that, I went into some fakie and half cab type of grinds just to get used to how the tail worked a bit more, and they all felt great too. So skating nollie, switch, fakie, and regular all felt good on this board. Both kicks worked together really well. So I only ended up skating this board once when I first set it up, and I only ended up taking it off and skating a different board because I got the 9.5 inch symmetrical razor egg board, and skating that for the first time, I was hooked on that shape and that exact board, and I just went down deep into the hole of just skating bigger and bigger boards from then. So sadly, this 9.1 inch board just became too small for me. But after skating the 9.1 inch jacuzzi egg boards for the last 2 or 3 months, I've become really used to that size, so I thought it was a good time to dig out the Huffer board, set it back up, and I'm so glad I did because this is such a good board. Everything I found in my first session at Mac Fields on this deck was the same that I found in both of the sessions I've just had. The board was super comfortable straight away, I got used to it instantly. It's perfect for everything from transition, rails, ledges, flip tricks. It feels super comfortable with the little bit wider wheelbase, but at the same time, the dimensions also help and make it not feel so clunky and heavy. So it really is one of the best boards that Antihero makes. In my opinion, it's the best shape board that they make. But to be fair, I've only skated this and the Antihero Green Giant, but compared to the Green Giant that has a 15.25 inch wheelbase and the square tail, this one feels a lot more slim and just more versatile for everything. So this board really is sick. It ticks all the boxes. You can skate everything on it, and you guys that skate like a 14.5 inch wheelbase and below won't feel like this board is too big or too heavy and clunky. Antihero just have the most perfect mix of dimensions for this shape. They do have two new shapes that have just dropped, the Scallywag I think it's called, and the Genius. So they're still around a 9-inch shape type of board too, so I definitely want to try those out. But I think the next board I'm going to try is the 9.1 inch crooked egg board, because it's made from the same company, from Deluxe, and they make really high quality boards. And after how good this Huffer is, I'm going to keep skating this for as long as it lasts. But I'm on the journey to skating all the different egg boards that different companies are making, because I really love the Heroin boards. I've been loving the Jacuzzi egg boards, and I just want to keep trying all of the different companies and their versions of their egg boards. This Huffer is definitely more of a hybrid with the nose of an egg board, but the tail is very close to a popsicle. It's so much more rounded, but somehow this shape is just the best. So let me know what you guys think of the Antihero Huffer board. Have you tried it before? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Or do you think there's a different board that Antihero makes that's a better shape? And also let me know if you guys have tried the Genius or the Scallywag shape, because they look pretty interesting and I definitely want to try them eventually. Go and check out the video I made on the Green Giant right here, and keep recommending new shapes and new egg boards for me to try in the comments below.